Happy Thursday, happy public live day. I hope you guys are ready for a very interesting day in the market as we get into this long weekend. I don't think we're live yet, but we're getting very close here. Ladies and gentlemen, what an interesting NFP report after the ADP employment report came out yesterday here. We're going to talk a little bit about this data here. I would say that this NFP is almost guaranteed to get revised significantly to the downside here. If you understand how the data is collected and the differences between ADP and non-farm payrolls here. Again, like ADP uses social security numbers to get this data, and non-farm payrolls is effectively just a survey. They're making phone calls. So if you think about kind of the gaps between hard data and actual survey data that we've seen so far this year, again, that has caused problems here for market expectations moving forward. Now, with what we're seeing today, the market is obviously reacting a little positively to a lot of this data coming out this morning here. But what it is doing is showing us that, again, if this is true and we are seeing this job growth in the U.S. and the unemployment rate being lower, well, that's going to close the door a little bit on those rate cuts that a lot of people were starting to expect. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat if you guys would like to say good morning to me. We'd love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot in spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, we have that 100 like goal on the streams. Let's see if we can hit it today. You guys are slacking a little bit this week, so let's see if we can get there. Yeah, gonna be a very interesting day so far. Let's actually kind of go through exactly what the data was, just so you guys have a good idea of what we're looking at here. Because I sometimes assume that people look at the market as closely as I do, but I don't think that's actually true. Non-farm payrolls were 147,000. The expectation was 106,000, and the last was 139,000. Unemployment rate was 4.1%, with the expected number being 4.3, and the last being 4.2. So, again, we'll see if these numbers do end up getting revised in later months, which I think they have a pretty high likelihood of doing. But this does not further the argument for rate cuts coming in July, and it actually lowers the probabilities for rate cuts coming in September as well, which I don't think the market's going to like a whole lot. Again, we talked about that potential for if we were to see payrolls miss significantly to the downside, you'd see like the inverse of this candle. It moves down and then starts to get bought back up as people realize rate cuts could be coming in sooner here and maybe in a greater quantity than the market was expecting before. It's possible that we see the opposite today. So again, we have absolutely crushed it this week as well. Shout out to everybody in the Less Trades, More Profits community. It has been absolutely epic. That AMAT trade from yesterday's stream, again, I kind of sold right near the top yesterday at like in the last hour, which was nice. I just didn't want to have any risk going into NFP. Where is this here? I mean, it's kind of right where it closed, but I was selling right near the top there. I'm fine with that. That was an A+ setup that I wanted to take advantage of. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all right, let's see what we got in here so far. We have Jerry, Gerald, Todd, Rogue, DJ, Eddie, Michael, Rycack, Ian, Diego, Jackie, Daily Taylor, Neo, Ricky, Daniel, One of One, Romeo. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's check in on a couple of these names that you guys all know and love here. Palantir, again, moving up a little bit in the pre-market here, 1.7% about. Still not the best looking chart here. If the market does pull back a little bit, I would expect Palantir to go to the low 120s. If you can shift back above this 10 EMA here on the daily, then I'd say you're kind of fine and in the clear for now. But as of right now, this one is not looking the best. Sofi, looking really good this morning again. Again, guys, for those of you guys that were paying attention on this channel here, that weekly breakout on Sofi that we were talking about just played out perfectly. All the short-term targets were hit. That 16, 17 area was really this level. Those 52-week highs, again, you could end up seeing Sofi just kind of flatline here over the next couple of weeks as we get into earnings, as the market starts to price in and start to look more towards what the new basically like financials are going to look like for Sofi. Are they continuing to see significant user growth? What do they expect the revenue increases to be from these new crypto products and things like that? Then let's take a look at HIMS. Again, this one's still not out of the woods yet. If you were getting in when I was outlining this one for you guys, down 30, 31, right at that area there, good for you. There's really nothing to do on this position. Obviously, I said it so many times that you do not want to be buying in these levels up here. You never want to chase anything in the market, guys. I think the number one thing that you always have to think about in the market, and it's something that I see time and time again from new people in the market and even people that have been around the market for a little while. It's like a stock will just be ripping and they're like, where's a good entry point? And it's like, before it ran, don't buy things when they're ripping like that, because then you're going to get yourself in a very, very bad risk to reward position. But we'll see. Again, this one, same kind of deal here with Palantir. If you can reclaim that 10 EMA, you're kind of out of the woods, especially if you can consolidate above those levels. We actually could get a good trade setup on that as well. But bull, yeah, that's the other one there, ladies and gentlemen. That is kind of the most the new recent kind of midterm, long-term position trade here that I've given out to the Less Trades, More Profits community. Again, the entry was right above here. Congratulations to everybody that nailed this. The first take profit hit yesterday at 14.24, so great work for everybody there. Here's the thing. How many more times do you guys need to see me just call out stocks that are about to explode before they do? How many more times do you guys want to see me do it? Do you want 10 more times? I'll do it. I'll do it 100 more times. This is what I do. AMAT yesterday. What? Chipotle, Hershey's, Apple, Tesla. Like, guys, that is why everybody in the group is able to have so much success, because we are able to nail these moves at basically the perfect times. Like, the levels that I outlined for you guys in the group are the first point at which the stock can start getting, any stock, can start getting some very, very significant upside momentum. And again, that's where those multi-hundred and multi-thousand% gains are coming from all the time. So, Dr. Bob, good morning, man. Let's see. Looks like the likes are being shorted. Uh-oh. Yes, and we thank you. Keep calling him. Kimberly, I know you guys are getting ready for post-earnings season as well, or just earnings season. It's going to be a lot of fun there as well. Again, I have that link in the top of the live chat there for you guys as well. Everybody gets 50% off their first month to the group. Make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. It's literally only $1 a day. I mean, I show you guys every single day, every single week in the videos on Twitter, on Instagram, on the streams, just the amount of crazy gains that everybody is making in there. And it's not difficult to do. It really isn't. So again, let me just look at the community gain section from yesterday. I mean, Romeo up 21% on his account yesterday. Michael made $2,900. AMAT 113% on those. Gerald 10% on the day. 112% on AMAT. 413% on Nike. 100% on UPST. 240% Chipotle. 100% Starbucks. 47% on their account in the last week. Jesus. 460% Hershey's. Got 700% Apple. Oh my God. Ridiculous. So again, use code July. That's going to be able to get you guys in to make sure you get the 50% off your first month deal. You guys have any questions about that? What you get in there? I mean, it is the best place to come and learn how to take advantage of everything going on in the market, whether it be from a kind of short to midterm trading perspective or a long-term position perspective. Again, I gave you guys Palantir in the teens, Hood in the teens, Philip Morris at 95, Novo at 62, Bull at 11. What else is there? There's more. I think there's a few more good ones. Yin at 20. There's so many of those guys. So, yeah, today is going to be an interesting day here. 7 minutes to go until market open. It's going to be very interesting to see how this market reacts. The thing that I think a lot of people should start to think about here too, just in terms of like how to be just how to operate in the market. Non-farm payroll days like this are days where you sit back, relax, and wait, and just see how the market wants to digest the information that it receives. Even yesterday, I did not want to trade. After what we did on Apple and all the other crazy epic moves that we've caught over the last few months here, I really didn't want to trade yesterday. I was like, yeah, I've said to the group, I was like, I'm not really interested in doing a whole lot. It doesn't make sense. You've got a long weekend coming up. You've got this tax bill. You've got potential new trade deals. You've got all sorts of things that can happen. But when you give me an A+ setup like AMAT here, like going into, I'm fine with taking a little risk. But again, it was like, it wasn't like, I really didn't want to hold this one into today. So my goal with this one yesterday was obviously to make it free, or if I couldn't make it free, just sell it near the close. So I think I mean, it was a 90% gain. It was good. It's just add it to the cash balance, keep stacking up that money, but like still good. I mean, it was kind of bonus money in my mind because I didn't really want to do anything yesterday anyway. Was Oracle a setup? I mean, it was, and then it gapped. This was kind of a setup here, but this is a great example of why we don't buy gaps. And then especially after like we already nailed the Oracle post earnings trade for over 1,000%. It was like, well, if it's going to set up here, which it did, I'd be interested in. But on that big gap up there, you're not touching that. You never buy gap ups like that. Like random gap ups. The only gap ups that we buy are technically the post earnings strategy, but like that's different. And I think the most lethal strategy in the market. I mean, you guys, I think this is funny. You guys are starting to set up like trading accounts that you're just going to trade the post earnings in, which I'm interested to see how that goes. Because I know it's going to be good. Holy Bull, SCV, these leaps could be free today. Dude, I know. It's like, how many more times do you guys want me to do it? Like, how many more? Like, how many more times are you guys just going to sit back and be like, I don't know if this dude knows what he's talking about. Here you go. Here's another one. But yeah, everybody on this one that got in at the level that we were outlining should be risk-free. You should, if you're treating it as a trade, 14.24 yesterday was a good spot to take profits at that, about 1 to 3 risk to reward. You can trail it up to the 200 right now if you want. And then your next target is 1886 on bull. That's what you're looking for there on that one. There are a couple of interesting setups that I'm hunting. Nvidia is one. I would not touch this today just because it's non-farm payroll day. I'm not interested in doing anything today. I want to see how the market digests the information that it's received today. And also see what happens over the weekend here, and just kind of see where the market wants to go for next week. Remember, I'm never in a rush to do anything. I want A+ setups in good quality conditions. That's it. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And then, what else? Nvidia's good. Uber's really good. I really like the look of this. Missing the basin breaks. That's fine. I mean, you're going to get some. Oh, did you miss Novo too? Well, Novo was a research report one. What's this doing today? This one's got to reclaim the 10. I don't really like how this looks here. Like, this could drop back down, but if it does, I'm going to hammer it. I'm going to buy a lot more of this. All right, let's see. Market moving to the upside here. What else do we have to look at that we haven't looked at today? Oh, AMD, my baby. How are we looking over here? AMD moving up a little bit this morning. That's what we like to see. Yeah, again, this is like one of my best investments ever. I own a bunch of AMD at $11.39. Like $11.39. So I was selling last year. I was selling some covered calls. But with the rest of the position, that's still decent. I'm probably just going to leave it be. Once people learn your system and the light goes off in their head, it's easy as hell to start making trades by yourself. Yeah, I know. I just like, it's mind-boggling to me that people, more people don't decide to trade the way that we do because it's so simple and so effective. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe some people just don't want to make money in the market. That's cool too. You just want to screw around and just like chase stuff like a normal retail trader and just like gamble. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. I'm here to make money. Well, let's see. We actually might be able to hit that 100 like goal today. You guys are crushing it so far. We've got 2 minutes to go into till market open. If you guys have any questions about anything trading related, investing related, broad market related, anything, just ask. That's why I do these streams for you guys. That's literally the reason why I do this for everybody. Any tickers that you want me to take a look at, I will. A lot of the time, though, I'm probably going to be like, what the heck is this? But it's fine. It's fine. We're going to have some fun today, though, ladies and gentlemen. Keep smacking that like button on the way in. Let's do it. And then, yeah, I'll throw the link to the group in the live chat here, too. Again, make sure you guys take advantage of that 50% off your first month deal with code July. It's literally only $1 a day. It's insane. I should charge a lot more. I just want to make it, like, accessible to everybody because, like, how good this stuff is. Is it a public live? Yes, sir, it is. Rumble actually looks really good. I haven't looked at it today, but Rumble did look really good here. Yeah, that looks nasty. Alfie brought this one up. I do really like this. It's a really, really good looking chart there. All right, ding, ding, ding. Market's open. Let's see what we got. Where's... Oh, yeah. Oh, also, yeah. We haven't even talked about this yet. Datadog. Anybody that held Datadog contracts, this might be like a 5,000% trade for you guys. I'm pretty sure either Sam or the guy who I thought was Sam held this. If you are holding this still, this is going to be this might be a 10,000% trade for you at open. That is one that you sell though right now. Like, if anybody is still in Datadog from when I gave this to you guys back down in here at 124, you sell that. That's what you do there. All right, market pushing up above those NFP highs. Nice. Uber. All right, I mean, we'll see what happens with this one today. I'm kind of hoping that this does not break that 94.37 because I'm not going to be touching anything today. Let's see what else we got here. Where's some of the names that you guys are here for? Palantir. Yeah, kind of coming up to that daily 10. You got to flip above in order for me to then say, all right, you're out of the woods on this bearish looking chart. Who's in it? Somebody was saying like 2 days ago that they were still in Datadog. They were like, I'm up 70%. I might just hold it. I was like, yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want with it at that point. And then it got added to the S&P. So that's the beauty of swing trading, guy. 8,000%. Ben, you're in it? Ben, you hit it for 8,000%? Hold on. We need confirmation here. Did I just hand out another multi-1,000% trade to the group? Just sold? Let's go. Dude, I see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, I don't understand why more people don't do this. Ben, epic, dude. Absolutely epic. That's insane. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Congratulations, man. So, I didn't even know Ben had it. So there's more people too that probably are still holding the Datadogs. So again, guys, I don't say that this is the best way to trade, the best place to come to learn to trade for no reason. Like, every trade that I outline has the ability to run multi-hundred and multi-thousands of percent. And that's why the group is able to have so much success all the time. So again, links at the top of the live chat. It's literally $1 a day for you guys to hop in with code July. Like I keep saying, how many more times do you guys want to see me do this? I'm just going to keep handing them out. Market pushing up nicely here. Uber, I mean, this might get within striking distance here. I just don't want to touch it, you know? Would have been 3K if you held for a few more days. Yeah, it happens, man, but that's still good gains. I mean, it was still an epic trade. It was still an epic trade there. 8,000% though. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. So, great work, guys. Great work. So, all right, market's continuing to push higher here. We've got AMD moving. Yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of the bond market here. 120% on bull shares. There you go. Yeah, so that's, you go with leverage on that one. Yeah. Some of you guys that are from like the UK and stuff, you like leverage. That's fine. I mean, that's a great move there. Time to buy the Miata parts and pay rent. Ben, love you, buddy. Congratulations. Did he do weeklies? No, he didn't do weeklies, Ryan. They might have expired this week. But that was from the old trade setup. Shoot. Am I going to have to do this? All right. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. I don't know. I mean, Enphase is moving off of some of this stuff, but like, I don't know. I'm really not excited about touching anything new today, you know? YouTube is not going to like that 8,000% gainer. Yeah, dude, screw YouTube. I mean, I literally could care less about YouTube revenue when we're over here nailing multi-hundred and multi-1,000% trades all the time. YouTube literally demonetized me for talking about those in titles. And I'm like, all right, like here, we just nailed one on Oracle. There's 8,000% on Datadog. What do you want me to not talk about them? Do you want me to say nope? Oh, whoops, we're not doing that? No, YouTube can do whatever they want. The Enphase move here, I mean, let me look at the chain. I might just sling something tiny. I don't really want to, but it's a nasty looking chart. It's good. This would literally be, I would size this like completely for 0. What's the, hold on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this. How do they do with margin? Yeah, Daniel. They're doing it with margin. Market only half day today? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's closed tomorrow, but it shouldn't be a half day today. Yeah, I don't, again, it's early. It's on an NFP day. You're going into the long weekend. If I did that, it would literally just be like a kind of a gamble. Kimberly, I have no idea. Is it really a 1 p.m. close? Hold on. I just see 4th of July closed. I don't see anything for, yeah, I don't see early closure anywhere here. Market is half day today. It is a half day? What? What? All right, well, that's fine. That's weird. CNBC said 1 p.m. close today. Wow, that's crazy. Weeble's going to 15. Yeah, it is. I think this one, here's the other thing too that I want you guys to all realize. If you buy bull up here, you're a dum-dum. Oh, the asterisk next to 4th of July? I can't check it. Early 1 p.m. Oh, Thursday, July 3rd. Yep, all right, cool. Yeah, it is closing early. Do not buy bull up here, guys. Because here's the thing. This is what I want all of you guys to realize too. I'm outlining this, like these moves, down at the lows for everybody. 1177 for Webull. The first take profit was like 1424. That means that my group is selling into your buys. Don't buy it here. This is not a good risk to reward spot to be buying. This is. That was a good call, saying 5-minute opening range on end phase. Tap the alert, came back down. Yeah, I don't really want that one right now. Like, I know there's going to be a lot of people that try and come in after I've already given this to everybody. It's like, is it a good time to buy? No, it's not. It's not a good time to buy this one. You know where it was? Where I gave it to everybody at 1174. Pay attention or pay a premium. My favorite phrase. Is Webull going to break 15? I'd say it's pretty likely, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Everybody is risk-free. You've already been able to take profits at 14.24. This one could do whatever it wants at this point. It is already a successful trade. We started talking about it at 1087 a few days before that too. Remember? Yeah, I know we did. Right as we started to see this thing base in here, I was like, yep, here we go. But again, this is what we do all the time. All right. And Palantir came up to the 10, rejected. Market pushing aggressively here. Where did that AMAC go? Am I going to feel stupid about this? Meh, not really. I didn't really want the risk. I didn't really want the risk on this one. I mean, even with the market being up 0.5% here, if I was in this, I'd probably be selling it, like, still. And this is also right around where I was selling it. Yeah, it's like 50 cents off where I was selling this yesterday. So I would have been up less money today due to time decay than I would have been yesterday when I sold it. So I'm fine with this one. But yeah, dude, Ben, wherever you are, man, congratulations. That is another multi-1,000% trade handed out to the group there. 8,000%, man. That's crazy. That's just ridiculous, dude. So, if you guys aren't in there with us, yeah, I don't know what you're doing. But let's see. Is there anything? CCL was a nice play using the system. Yeah, I think it was. I think AAL was too. CCL, I don't know where. I don't know where you would have gotten that one, but where did AAL go? Because that was another interesting one. It's just slowly grinding there. Where did Apple end up going? Yeah, I mean, I could have kept this one, but remember how we were talking about on the streams this week where, like, I was selling kind of near the top of this? And I was like, you know, I'll just take it. So, like, even though this week has been awesome with AMAT and Apple and then 2 tiny paper cuts, it could have been better. Like, think about it. This week could have been a lot better than it was. But again, I mean, when I see you guys making 8,000%, 400% on 2 different trades, like, it's like, what else do you want? Lulu? I think it's bottomed. Let me take a look. Yeah, I was talking about this one. What's that? That's end phase up to the highs. I think it's gonna go. We'll see. That one's really risky though. Like, I would literally not put any money in that. Like, I'd probably only go into that one with like $1,000 or something and just say, all right, it either blows up in my face or it goes 10,000%. You know. Yeah, I started talking about this one. It was this day with you guys because that did look like it was bottoming here. It does look good. You actually could get a nice little basin break setup here, kind of like if Lulu starts consolidating in this range here, I'd actually be very interested in taking a trade on it. Where's end phase? Is that thing moving nicely there? I mean, I still could do it here because this is kind of right at that breakout area. January bull leaps up 78%, shares up 32%. Congratulations, man. 5? Yeah, I can take a look at 5. Looks good. It's a little extended here. I mean, this is an interesting one. You already kind of got that post-earnings consolidation move. It could be a good one. It's a good chart setup, but it doesn't mean that I have to trade it, you know? You took profits on bull. Where is it? Did it hit 15 yet? No, it's close. Oh, no, it might have, actually. 14.98. Yeah, it's close. Great work, guys. I mean, again, I just keep showing you guys just the most epic trades in the market, and I'm going to keep doing it. Like, it's... Imagine when we get to earnings season. Oh, my God. We hit a couple of more of those big ones. Oh, it's over. It's over. Keep doubting it. Just keep doubting it. I'm just going to keep showing you. But let's see here. Market getting up there nicely, which is, to me, an interesting reaction out of this market here. Because to me, it's almost saying that they were actually really worried about stagflation when they shouldn't be. You know? Ralph's around. I talked to Ralph. He's probably got stuff he's got to do, though. It's summertime, man. Yeah, we are almost halfway there on the like goal, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. 100 likes. That's the goal today. I think we can do it. We've got enough of you guys in here today to do it. AMD back down. That's interesting. You actually could get an interesting setup here on AMD. If it flatlines and holds here, it wouldn't be perfect, but it would be an interesting one if semis catch a bid again over the next few weeks. You know? It could be a fun one. So I'm in no open stuff right now for trades. No options trades right now. I had AMAT yesterday, which was filthy, and then I was like, you know, I don't want to hold it into NFP. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. Take my money and run. You know? Let's see. Where's Sofi? Is Sofi ramping here? No, not really. BBAI long term? BBAI to me was just a trade for everybody. I don't know enough about this one, but a lot of the time with these like hype names, they're gonna burn up in flames at some point. Like, let me look at this. I mean, I could just look at their revenue real quick. What is it? What's their total revenue in 2024? Like 150 million? What was it? Yeah, 158 million. And you've got a market cap of 2.26 billion? Yeah, no. Sorry. No thanks. Good one to trade, though. I mean, we outlined this one for everybody. You guys were asking me about this one on the stream, and I was like, I mean, I don't like it as a stock, but I like the setup coming in here, and then you got that nasty breakout on it. So, but either way, Crayon, guys, I feel like sometimes I just want to bash my head against the wall because I see stocks like this all the time, and like I don't like you guys could own it lower and that's fine, but I feel like a lot of people come in and they're like, oh look, stock is up, should I buy it here? And it's like, do you not listen to anything that I say? Not you, Crayon, I'm just talking generally here, but like, do people not listen to anything that I say? Like yesterday, somebody in the group was like, where's the entry on this one? And I was like, is this a joke? Are we joking here? Are we trying to make my brain explode? No, we don't buy things after they're up 100. It's like Oscar or whatever it was. Everybody was like, oh, should I buy this here? No, you don't buy stuff after it doubles in 2 months. It's like right now, it's like I like bull and I think it's going to continue and it easily could go up to 15 and maybe gets up to 18. But just from a repeatable process perspective, you don't buy this here. You buy it where I outline it for the group. Here's the level, 1171. You could have gotten it earlier, but like the smart area here was 1171. You know? You've been playing options on it, you take it. That's good. I'm just talking generally here about like people coming in and being like, oh look, a stock is up 500%. Where should I buy it? And it's like, what? I'm like, do you just, are you, like I try, this is why I have the group and why I do these streams, and it's like trying to get you guys away from doing that garbage because it doesn't end well. Is Hood a buy here? Nah, Jimmy, Hood was a buy when I started selling puts on it on this day. I swear to God, if you guys ever hear me say that I'm selling puts on something, just, I'm not, none of this is financial advice, buy the stock. Like, how many times have you guys seen that happen where I'm like, I think that's free money, I'm gonna start selling puts? Guess where I was doing that? This day right here. It was not at the complete low, but Hood was at 31 when I was selling the puts on it. They were the 28 strike. From a trade perspective, it was perfect. It was awesome. I should have just bought it too though. Like, it's at 94. But that's where you want to be looking to buy, not here. I just like, Guys, finding stocks that are about to explode before they do is not that hard. It's once you guys go through the learning curriculum videos, it's like, I just wish more people knew how to do this. That's why I make everything so cheap. In Palantir last year too. Yeah, I know. How many times I did it like 4 times on Palantir. They were all bottom ticks. And I was like, you know what? They just don't want to let me buy it. And every single time it happened, it was higher too. So the first one was at like 14. The next one was at like 18. And then the really annoying one, I'll show you guys that one on Palantir. This one actually annoyed me. The other ones, I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll show you where it was. This was the most annoying one for me. Where was it? It was this. Okay, so I had sold puts going into Palantir's earnings. For some reason, it was I wanted to do something on this one, so I sold the 25 strikes, I think. It was something like that. It gaps down on earnings, and I'm like, thank God, I'm gonna be able to buy a bunch of Palantir here. Okay, by expiration, it was right here, I think. It was over 30. And I was like, really, guys? That's what we're doing? Yeah, Nvidia does look good for a setup, but I'm not touching anything today. But like the reason why you guys hear me get frustrated by like these types of actions that people take is not because like I'm like, oh, you guys are being stupid and like that stuff. It's because I want all of you guys to be making money in the market, and it's so simple in my mind to just be like, oh, you see a stock that's up that much, don't touch it because you're just sticking your hand on a hot stove and hoping you don't get burned. Like, that's why I get frustrated, because I'm like, all of you guys can do this, but not if you're doing garbage like that, you know? I'm not saying that you guys are, I'm just like, but every once in a while I get a question like that, and I'm like, oh, dude, you're hurt, you're killing me here. You guys have so much potential. And I see it every day when people come into the group and they're like, okay, I'm going to learn, I'm going to ask questions. They start from square one, and then in a week or two, they're like, oh yeah, oh my God, this is great. Why would I ever do anything else? And I'm like, yes, that's the point. That's the point. Market's really ripping here. Like Target? No, you guys made my brain bleed for a different reason on Target. You're like, do you buy it? Should I 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 buy it? No, stop. If you want to have different results than everybody else, guys, you got to think and act differently than everybody else. Simple as that, you know? Mo, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Where'd that end phase end up going? Am I going to regret not taking a little risk there? No, I think we're fine on that. You're killing me, Smalls. You still have runners till July 18th? Nice. Nice. But yeah, it's like, that's why, like, the stuff that we do every day is like, you guys all can do this. You're like, oh, I have a job. It's like, yeah, you know how long it takes me to analyze these charts and give them out to everybody and then execute them? I don't know, maybe 15 minutes a day. Looking for a trade? Today's not a trading day. Today is a day to look and see and analyze the market, how it wants to behave. Which you're ripping through the highs here, but you're not really seeing everything go with it. Like, where is Apple right now? Like, I haven't gotten the Apple alert. You're really close to it. So if anybody is still holding Apple here, you're real close to that 214 target from this entry down here. Oh, look, another one. Like, how many more of these do you want to see? Oh, look, AMAT from yesterday on the stream, from right here, 185.78. BBAI? Yeah, there was. There was. Guys, I'm trying to help you. You gotta just please don't let some of these things I say go in one ear and out the other. Which a lot of you guys did too. Even like all of the people that are in the group too, where I'm like, when it was like last year where we had a time period like that. Did we just rip? Where we had a time period like we are seeing now, or what it's been like for like the last 2 months here, where I was like, guys, it's fun right now, but you also have to realize it's not always. There are going to be times where we're just going to sit back, wait, and relax. And you guys were like, no way. I was like, all right. Q1 25. Liberation Day. Craziness. And it's like, yeah, we're not touching anything. But then we come out and nail the multi-hundred and multi-thousand percenters. It's like, that's what we're here for. And when they fire off, they all happen at once. So Apple, AMAT, what else? I'm losing track of how many there are. All right, if you're still holding Apple here, you're about to hit it, I think. Guilty? Yeah. Casey, let's take a look at that one. I like end phase, but whoa. That looks disgustingly good. I don't think I'd touch this. The chain's probably horrific. But that's, if you're looking for a post-earnings consolidation setup, there it is. That's the textbook definition of post-earnings consolidation. That's not the post-earnings strategy. Big wick hit your limit order. Are you talking about Apple, Daniel? Yeah, you're getting real close there. I mean, again, you could ditch it now. You could wait. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. That's like, what's that, third TP on Apple? Because we had like, this was kind of one. We had the 209.50. And then we had 214. So it's getting up there. It is getting close there, man. So we'll see. I can't believe the market closes early today, and I didn't know that. That's crazy. I should have known that. I just assumed because the market was closed tomorrow that it was just going to be open today. I'm not feeling sick anymore, which is great. All right, you snuck right up to that level there. 213.79. It's just that 200 EMA that you're hitting, which is what I was saying was going to happen. Like, the 200 EMA was most likely going to fall right below this level. So it's either the 200 EMA test, which it kind of got there, or the level. You're behind 50 seconds? I don't know, man. Oh, MNQ? Nice. Did you play the overnight, Daniel? Daniel, did you play the overnight? Oh, you might have. I don't know if that one would have worked, actually, today. Because it's this. 9 points lower. 76. Oh, no, yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, you would have been able to hit that one again. The overnight strategy is fun, too, but we don't talk about that one that much. The day trading strategies are fun for those of you guys that want to use them, but like it's 95% of what I do is what you guys see here with the swings. I would almost say 99%. Every once in a while, like I'll see like an AMAT or like something else where it's like, all right, it turns into a day trade because the stock just goes absolutely nuts. And we're like, all right, well, we should probably realize some of these profits, but most of the time we're holding for multiple days or weeks. No overnight? You could have. The data days are where the overnight strategy gets its edge from. On those 8:30 candles, if you were curious. Like most of the gains on the overnight strategy will come from like that. And then also when there's like, overnight is 9 points of risk. The reason for that is so that you can trade it on like the typical retail futures brokers, so that you're giving yourself a point of risk, so you're not going to get lit unless you get like wicked through, so that you're not going to have like an auto liquidation fee. They don't like, oh, that's annoying. I think you can do it on Top Step if you really wanted to with the overnight. That's probably the most turn your brain off strategy that I've given you guys. You buy at 6, set a 9-point stop, sell at 9:30 a.m. That's it, Eastern. OKTA, yeah. So this one actually I like. This has a very interesting setup here. Now, typically I would like to see a little bit more of a drawn out base, like breaking through, like getting down to these levels on something like this. But what are you seeing here? You're consolidating right on top of this 200 EMA with sellers attempting to push this lower and buyers aggressively buying this back up, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So if you were looking at this one for entries, I would say the earliest spot that I would look to trade this one would be 158, with the true break being at around 101.32. So I like it though. Pfizer still going? No way. Was that it? Yeah, that was another one from this week. So Pfizer, guys, if anybody's still in this one, that's about to hit TP2 on this. This was another ridiculous one. Guys, again, I can show you I can show you guys these all day long. Moves like this that I'm giving out to the Discord every single week are why everybody's able to have so much success and everybody loves it so much. FTNT. Nah, it's okay. You got earnings coming up. I don't really like this setup here. I know you're probably looking at it on the weekly, which looks okay. But with a weekly setup, you're going to have to cover earnings, which I'm not going to really want to do, you know? And I don't really like that daily. Garrett, no problem. I like how that looks. Oh, yeah, weekly. I don't, like, the weekly charts are good, but I don't really trade them. What I'll look for is, like, if a stock is setting up really well on the weekly, and I'm looking then for it to set up on the daily. So it's like the setup within the setup that we have with the bases, you know? Because, like, you can catch some good weekly moves, but, like, there's going to be a lot of volatility in them, and you probably just want to trade them with shares, you know? Which I know that's most of what you're doing. But, like, if I'm going to trade it with options, I'm going to look for the weekly. Like, if I see it on the weekly, which I can kind of already tell if it looks, like, if the daily has been, I think now is actually a good example of this. Yeah, like, now right here, like, I know that this probably looks really good on the weekly because you've seen this, like, kind of period of choppiness here. And then we go to the weekly. How does it look? Perfect. See? But what I would look for on now would be for this one to start flatlining in here and then get the break. You know? Because you've got a larger time frame setup followed by a shorter time frame setup, and they're all aligning for bullishness. So that's mainly how I use the weekly setups, you know? Like, if we're searching across the market and all we see are wonky weekly setups, it's like, all right, that's like, if I have to look for them, the market's probably not in the best position for us to be trading. But if you get the daily setups within the weekly setups, that's when things can get really fun. We've had a lot of those, I think. I think Lyft is kind of one, but that's a little bit of a weird one. But this one, if it flatlined in here, oh, I'd be very interested in this. Very interested. So, but yeah, what the market is doing right now, guys, those of you guys that are hopping into the group, taking advantage of the 50% off your first month sale, we're going to have a metric F-load of fun. and we're getting into earnings season. We're going to have to worry a little bit about the next FOMC meeting and some of the inflation data, because like you could see a little bit of a pop up, but if shelter moves down, it's not going to matter. Here's the interesting thing that people are forgetting. A significant portion. So there's really two big arguments to me. So everybody listen up. There's really two big arguments that I can make for these tariffs not actually resulting in any meaningful increase to price levels. One of them is just demand. Like if you see prices go up with consumer sentiment being low and consumer spending moving down, you're not going to see consumers pay those higher prices. So then companies are going to have to keep prices the same, margins are going to shrink, growth is going to slow down, and it actually ends up being deflationary. The second thing, though, is the wild card, which is shelter. If shelter costs start moving down, which they could, if you look at where a lot of the increases have come, like what is actually contributing to the higher levels of inflation, like CPI data, like the headline numbers over the last few years, it's been shelter. So if that moves down, even if you see like some goods cost increases, like short term, it balances out and it doesn't change anything. It actually could even go down if shelter really takes a dive, which it may not. But that's another wild card. And you also have to think too, it's like, well, if you are to see these Liberation Day tariff levels, like, yeah, that would definitely cause significant price increases, growth slowdown, and you would definitely have to see significant rate cuts because people are not going to pay those higher prices. They just won't. Like the people that are saying that tariffs are going to cause inflation are assuming that one, import levels are going to stay the same, and two, consumers are just going to pay. And it's like, well, how though? I don't understand how that's going to happen with an already weak consumer, you know? So like in pockets you can see it, but you're not going to see it as widespread as everybody thinks. AMAT is still pushing there. Ulta, dude. We've had some ridiculous trades on Ulta in the past. That's a post-earnings consolidation setup, which again wonky, but like you get a couple more days in here, you can get this break. I like that. That's an interesting one. So yeah, and then again yesterday, like that nasty trade that I was talking about on the stream yesterday where we got that alert on AMAT, like I could have held it, but like it was not worth the risk going into today, and I'd probably be up the same amount now as I was yesterday. So like what's the point of taking on that additional risk going into NFP when we've already had a great week? I was like, just give me more money, you know? Just keep it simple. Market gives you free money. Like that to me was just bonus money. I was like, all right, thanks. But yeah, I do like that. The watch list this weekend, guys. One, it's going to be later Sunday night because it's 4th of July weekend and I'm not going to be here. But it's going to be real good, I think. Those of you guys that are hopping into the group are hopping in at literally the perfect time. Take the time, go through the learning curriculum videos, and you guys are going to be golden for next week. Of option moves for United Healthcare. Okay, so Tony, if I like I know I like Amazon. That's it though. Like here's the thing, it's like I think you're thinking about it for like, oh, I'm interested in trading options on these stocks. I'm interested in trading options on the best setups. I don't care where they are. That's why I'm able to consistently hand out those multi-hundred and multi-thousand%. So UNH, I'm not going near. I'm really not bullish on the insurance industry. Like if you look at UNH here, like yeah, it can move up like this, but I'm not a big fan of anything that's going on with UNH right now. It's not for me. Robinhood is way too inflated. You're going to be overpaying for anything on the option chain there. Same thing with HIMS, same thing with Palantir. Amazon though does, I think, I got to look at it here. Nah, I mean, we'll see what happens next week with this, but we already nailed this one. But Tony, if you're interested in trading options, you should definitely consider hopping into the group there, because then you're going to get the best way to do it. Like, think about it. When Ben came in this morning and I was like, who still has Datadog? Oh, look, 8,000%. There you go. Mara is an interesting one. Again, it could move with Bitcoin and everything like that, but the problem with these miners is that, like, a year ago or 2 years ago, like these moves that I gave out to everybody in here were like multi-big 1,000%ers. The problem is that the chains on these are kind of broken and the miners have lagged. So I don't really feel the need to do that, you know? Like, here's what I would rather do. If Bitcoin is gonna run, I'd rather just trade the other cryptos that are gonna run too. Which, if we think about Bitcoin right now, I'll pull it up for you guys. Bitcoin is one that you actually can look at on the weekly, which is what we've done. Oh, you're really close here, actually. So Bitcoin on the weekly here, guys, looks disgusting. That looks epic. You break, I think it's what, 110,600, right around there? Yeah, it's like whatever this weekly high is. 110,651. You break that, I think you get a straight shot to 115 or 120. Thanks. I will. Tony, would love to have you in there, man. Yeah, make sure you use code July2 to get 50% off your first month. It's literally $1 a day. That goes for all of you guys too. Make sure you guys take advantage of that though, because it's like I'm gonna keep showing you guys this. I don't want to make everybody feel bad that's not able to like nail these trades with us. Because I'm just gonna keep showing you. Like, I'm just gonna keep like highlighting them on the, oh look, another big one. Datadog though was really nuts. Like really, really, really nuts. So I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys. It's pinned to the top. Let's see. Here you guys go. Yeah, you're getting real close there on Bitcoin. Whoa. That sounds terrible, actually. The person that I was going to drive out to Rhode Island with tomorrow, I was like, does 6 a.m. pickup tomorrow sound good? I'm like, no, it sounds horrific, actually. I hope that's a joke. Because I will go earlier. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. Market's ripping. That, I would be upset about that. That's under $100 starting small. In terms of what, like a trade? Probably not, no. What you should do if you only have $100, come in, paper trade. Once you get the skills, then you can start trading with real money. But no, if you only have $100 to play in the market, you should focus on building the skills that you need to have success in the market and don't worry about the money. Like, think about it. I'm not worried about the money, ever. My only thing that I'm focused on ever is just taking good trades. That's it. The money is a byproduct of good decision making in the market, so you have to learn how to make good decisions first. $6 a.m., dude. Oh, I'm gonna cry. What restaurant or bar would you not miss if you're going to Boston? What are you looking for? Depends on what you're looking for. I mean, you could, the problem is, right, the problem is that I'm going to give you places that like my age is going to. Loving Uber. Uber has not validated for us yet. I like it. I really don't want to touch it today though. Good food. What time of day? Because it depends on the time of day. What are you looking for and what time of day? Because that's going to change a lot. You're not my age. Stop. Stop. You wish, boomer. I'm kidding. Sorry. Nvidia maybe breaking out here. Yeah, I know. I'm not slinging anything in over the weekend. I think it is. It's a good setup. I like it, but I'm not taking any over weekend risks. Not this weekend. Usually, I mean, it's just a long weekend. There could be all sorts of news that comes out. There's no point. No, there's now. And rest of the night for bar. You just joined the team, Ricky. Welcome, my man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Because I would say Southie. Oh, you know what actually might be good? Loco Fenway might be good. Don't go to the Southie one. Because you're just going to see... I mean, are you going with your family? Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, 6 a.m. is too early? It's way too early. I was going to go out tonight. I might... And then I had to do a bunch of laundry, too. So, like, I mean, I could still do it and go early. But, like, if I'm not doing that, man. 6 a.m.? The June discount still work? Ricky, you cheater. I'm cutting that off right now. You cheater. You cheater. Hold on. How do I kill that? Let's see. Expire. It's crazy. It's crazy that people will still try and take advantage of what I do over here. Even though I'm handing out multi-100 and multi-1,000% gains. I'm probably going to end up upping the price significantly soon. Just because of that stuff. Game On's your favorite? Just you and your wife? I'm trying to think, man. I mean, Southie's great. I love Southie. But, like, I don't know if that's where you want to be. I think Fenway's probably your best bet. But yeah, welcome to the group, Ricky. Save you anymore? It's fine. I mean, I don't really care, but... So you can play a situation like Datadog the same way you play Poke. No. No. You don't do that. Datadog was just one that they held. Just held on to. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to think. What else could we do here? Game On would be good. Lands down. I mean, this Game On has food though. You could do. See, I'm just letting you know, like, pretty much, if you're fine with this, if you're fine with hanging out with a bunch of 22 to 27 year olds, then I could give you anywhere. Like, I'm just trying to think of like where I think Loco Fenway is probably a good spot. Because they have a Cisco over there now. You should definitely go to one of the Ciscos. That'll be fun. What else? There's a new thing in Southie that's fun. I haven't been to it yet. It's called Park City. I've heard that's a good spot. One of my buddies plays music there. And he plays everywhere, but... I think anywhere near Fenway is probably your best bet. If there's a game, it's going to be a zoo. You go to the playground. You could go to the playground. I don't think that's going to be what you want to do, but you could go. Yeah, I think Loco Fenway, Game On. Loco's food is really good. Faneuil could be fun, but that's like, I mean, summertime, it's not young people, but like when school's in session, that's like a literal place. There's just children everywhere. You're like, what is going on? AMAT's looking good. Market's just still ramping here. Where's AMD? And Facebook? It's up a little. Is Facebook up? No, that's annoying. You never said what the playground is? Yeah, I'm still not gonna. Like, there's technically multiple playgrounds, but like, I don't need you guys running in there being like, do you guys know this person? Because they're gonna say yes. Like, they're gonna be like, yep, I know that guy. We want him back. And I'm gonna be like, no. I might go back one more time before my buddies move. We might do one last farewell tour of the playground. It sounds weird. The playground's a club, guys. It's not. I'm not going to hang out at a playground. Like, Well, then I can't go. You're not going to want to go. I don't even want to go. Southie's good though. I'm trying to think. Where else could you go eat in Southie? Anywhere. I mean, Playwright has good food. Lincoln's good. Loco in Southie's great. Capo's good for Italian food, and they also have this crazy basement. I mean, it's good. It's good everywhere. North End's great. My favorite steakhouse is Grill 23. That place is amazing. That place is real good. I don't know. You can't really go wrong. Boston's like the best city in the country. You're going to come here and be like, oh, I know why SCV says he loves it so much. Yeah, because it's clean. It's great. You can walk around. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's perfect. You eat a little bit of everything. I'm just still thinking about this whole 6 a.m. thing tomorrow, and I'm not excited for this now. I hope that's a joke. I really hope she's joking. I really hope that this is not serious. Although they could be, because it's 4th of July and the traffic's probably going to be horrific. So now I hate waking up that early, man. Loved it. Yeah, it's great. You could go, trying to think of stuff around. I mean, you can go to Cisco's good. If you want to go to a rooftop bar, Envoy's good. Lookout, it's called Lookout, but Deck 12 I think is good. That's on top of Yotel. There's a lot of good spots. Sold Apple calls up 120%. Thanks again. There you go. Just pay for an Uber and you're freed. Dude, that's going to be like a $500 Uber. Maybe more on 4th of July. I could take a train, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to take a train. I could go today at 3. I just have to. I have to do laundry, which I think I can get done in time. But they're always late. They're late sometimes, so I actually might be like, dude, I'm not going. You're young without kids? No, I'm the worst at not getting sleep. I'm like the most miserable person. I hate it. I need sleep. I sleep as much as like an old person sleeps. If I don't get sleep, I just, like, I'm not fun. When I get sleep, I'm very fun. When I don't sleep, I just want everybody to leave me alone. Nobody talk to me. You know? Let me see. This is I'll just, at this point, we're not doing anything today. We're just watching to see how this market wants to react. What? All right. You don't have issues with low sleep? Yeah, it must be nice, man. I do. And it's not fun. Hood not doing anything. Where's Sofi? How are we looking here? There we go. There we go, Sofi. Oh, Logan hit it too. Logan hit Datadog too. Sold his last 2 Datadog runners for 1,200%. Logan, good work, buddy. Dude, we have Ben nailing it for 8,000%. Logan hitting it for 1,200%. Jeez. 270% on your UPST. Guys, I don't know how many more do you want to see? How many? You want me to show you 50 more? I'm just going to keep doing it. Yeah, UPST was a good one too. Good work, man. Swanksmith, were you the one with Datadogs that we were talking about, where it was like you were up 70%, you were like, I don't know what to do with them, they're free, I might just leave them? Yeah, so all you guys with those data dogs over there. 1,200%. Let's see. I'm going to throw the link in here one last time. Let's see. Yeah, we're probably going to wrap it up for here today, too. Short day. We're not going to be doing anything. So, guys, there's the link. Use code July to get 50% off your first 2 months. Or 1 month. Sorry. You guys missed that deal. But Ricky somehow snuck in with the deal. So, again, use code July to get 50% off your first month. It's literally only $1 a day. If you have time this weekend, go through all of the learning curriculum videos in there. And ask me questions. I'll probably be on my phone at some points to answer questions for you guys. But yeah, really, really awesome week, everybody. You sold them early? Oh, that's fine. Show me more mortgage needs paid? Hey, man, I don't know. What did we get this week? A massive data dog. We had AMAT that did well, Apple that did well, Chipotle. There were more. There were so many more. I'm losing track, man. Pfizer, Hershey's. I'm losing track over here. There's just too many of them. So, team, enjoy the weekend. Don't do anything stupid. We're going to be back next week with some more epic trade setups for you guys. YouTube videos, content across the board. Hit that like button on the way out, team. We're going to have some fun next week. I hope you guys are ready. It's going to be fun. But yeah, we'll see you in the group. Other than that, guys, peace.